watching as they run around. It is out in front and doing it easy at the moment. Summer Shaw back down to car 10 of Mitch Binning, Colby, Bosley, Jesse Hemmond and Lehman are all in a bunch as they come into the back straight one more time, sort themselves out. Two cars come together there. That was one of them was Jesse Hemmond, and I reckon that was car 70 of Jake Leenan as well, as one's pulled up towards the fence and is facing the corporate box there. Looks like a KJB.
Munro's still the leader.
And not far away is Hinsey trying to get underneath on this for turn number one. In the mix there is Harrison Bears as well. Hinsey hits the infield and manages to get back in and going. Something goes flying up the top of the track there. But we'll work out what that is a little bit later on, because we'll keep our eyes out the front here as we get going and around. Zach Munro out in front. Then it's back to we've got a car in the fence. That's car number 64 of Michaela Hinsey. That car on the infield just a short time ago against the fence. Now, I did see something fly up towards the, as you come out of turn number 2 there, right in the line of the line. More time, Baxter Truchet comes around, out in front. Going to be 4 laps to go this time around, and going to be a great finish for her out in front, him out in front, sorry.
So Baxter Truchet in front of Fisher, Ward and Levi Crow. So a bit of a collision here in the front straight between the 62 and the 55. 10 cars, 8 laps, heat 5. And Jamie Oldfield takes the lead. We've got a car that's spun out here in the main straight as we went green. That's Jake Havens. As they move down out of turn number 2, Adam Houston's gone sideways. The yellow lights have come on, and we'll do it again. Oldfield has a handy buffer at this early stage. Scott Hunter's there in second place. One of them went super sideways and is about to headbutt the concrete and has stopped just in the nick of time. The race continues.
It's a bit of a messy start. Car number 23 there. Jamie Simmons gets up, but Pratt gets up and around. And Tim Matthews in the mix there as well. And he gets himself up into first place. But as suspected, a messy start and some orange lights come on.
The only problem is I didn't bring the sheet with all the
3 and 4 at the front. In fact, Freddie Kinsella is in there as well. The back bunch sort of else out. One car goes sideways, 2 cars going to it, 3 cars, 4 cars, and we've got probably a pile up there, you'd call that. That's a bit of a, in the football terms, a melee, I would say. Is it more than 3 people involved? So in speedway terms, it's called we've got to do a restart. Kinsella gets the best of the starts. Ben Norman is also in the mix there as well. And Kinsella gets around and out in front. They do sort themselves out a bit nicer this time, but I said that last time when we had all that carnage. 2 cars
another one
go into each other in turns number 2. I shouldn't have said anything. Orange lights come on. One there of Tom Weil going around the outside, getting into second. Morris is back into third, and then it's back to Sierra Ionau and Peter Katona in there as they bunch up those few cars. Out in front at the moment, they are under pressure. Car goes sideways, and that was our front row there. Was it Myra Osborne that has gone around?
Jamie Higgs in 5th place, who also started on the back row. And in some respects, this is an anti-climax. Kyle Sayer is driving right away. Whoops, one into the fence. We've lost a wheel as well, and the wheel comes back to the car. It bounces straight into it, in fact, and it's the
front. As we get around, Amir Dunn and Lehman pick up the first 2 positions. Then it's back to car number 5 of Jesse Hammond. 2 cars come together towards the back of the field. And in a cloud of dust,
they didn't water there.
No. Lights go green. And it's the car 62 there of Bree Hinsey that gets the better of the starts, but also in there Levi Crow gets a nose. Levi Crow goes side, cars go everywhere. Pretty much half the field went sideways.
Yeah, that was Jaden Stads.
Sorry, number 10. They'll go off the front. Levi Crow in the mix there as well. They come into turn 1 where it all unfolded last time, and they get around successfully this time, and there's car 81 there of Oscar Amato, who moves up, tries to get around the outside, but finishes back in 4th in that mix, but Hinsey's out in front at the moment, and that's in car number 62. They head around, and 1 car goes sideways. That might be the number 3. It is the number 3 of Summer Shaw, who we're talking about post this race. They're still on the track.
Turn number 1 and 2, and back down the back straight. Cameron Shepherd is up there in 4th place as they make their way down the Rester straight. Colin Rester used to race these things. The 2nd place car spins, goes into the gate. Another car misses him, and that was Pete Newman who spun. And we've gone yellow yet again.
Sort themselves out into a line with 4.5 laps to go. Lance Beaver doing it easily at the front, but car goes sideways, and that's Cameron Shepherd. He just tips into the fence. I don't know what happened then. I think he was mounting a charge. for that first position. And
Laps. Baxter Truchet leads them down the main straight. Back in second place is car number 12 of Jake Fisher as they move down out of turn 1 and 2. The first time we got one facing the traffic and is reversing out of the harm's way. The green lights remain on, the yellows have come on, and we lead them down the main drag. That is Jake Fisher on the outside, and sneaking up the inside was David Hoff. On another one goes, great driving by Summer Shaw. Not so good by the couple of cars a lot further back who have slammed into Lucas Ward.
On the track as well. Della's out in front. Second, Oldfield, Pack and Vanzetti. It is all on for this one. White flag out. One more to go. Kane Della, can he hold on? Bo Oldfield mounts another challenge. Jai Pack is in the mix there as well if it all goes good. Here he goes, Oldfield around the outside, down past the rest of the straight, and Oldfield tries hard. Della is just in front at the moment with Pack in third. Who's going to get it? Let's go out sideways. He goes wide to Della. That leaves underneath and for the last lap. Yellows. Oh, I was trying to work out if we're going to see a yellow there, and no one really could predict that happening with, well, not even half a lap, a quarter of a lap to go.
Well, and we've lost one. We've lost the 41 of Mark Shepherd. Oh, we've got a big pile up. We've got one in the fence. We've got cars going every which way but loose. There's got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars facing.
He tries to get into that second spot. Can't quite get there. Goes sideways in front of 2 other cars. 2 cars spread. They managed to get around. Just clips the wall there though. So I reckon that'll be around the 24 car of Tim Matthews at the moment, and a great race going on. They bunch up a heap of lap cars and a heap of cars as part of the race. One goes sideways and another car gets hit there. Waiting for the dust to settle on that one. Our race leader's A-OK. But that was the car number 12 there. Fourth place is Ethan Genev. They bunch up at the back. One car just goes a little bit sideways, manages to hold on, and they go 3 wide, those rear markers. Meanwhile, up the front, Jamie Oldfield stretches that lead.
He certainly does. We've got 14 to go. Back in second, Hayden Norman, Freddie Kinsella third. Meanwhile, it's single file at the front half of the field. They're 3 wide further back in the field as they were prior to that restart. Damon Lyles made up a lot of ground. One of the car, there's Jake Avens who spun. The yellows have come on again.
And Barry Rose, who's been the mover in this one. Another lap down, 19 to go for Kyle Sayer. Aiden Truern still just sitting there trying absolutely everything to get this car around the outside. Hoping trouble in turn number 1. That's car 4. That's the WA one, I believe.
Yeah, Clinton Thayer.
WA4, I should say.